Any of you have to do, right? So others can do afternoon and remaining can do next class, not a problem. So now who will do along with Ruchita?
Sir, Rashmi.
Rashmi. Ibru ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ಇವಾಗ?
Yes, sir.
Who else? Anybody else who will take for morning session presentation? Okay. How many will do afternoon then? How many will do afternoon?
Me, sir.
Okay, Sahana. Amele.
Yes.
Who else here? I think I have given for 10 people, right? Okay, fine. So those who want to give afternoon slot, get prepared. So now we'll currently go with your friends. 2 of them will finish off. Then we'll go for our syllabus shift register. Yeah. Ruchita, you can share your screen here.
Okay, sir. Sir, not able to share, sir. Share option is not there.
Oh, yeah, given. Okay, you do one thing. You message me here. I will share here. I have given only present to me. No, that's why. You WhatsApp me, both all of you. Or those who are going to do presentation today, you share your PDF or PPT, whatever doing to my WhatsApp. I will share you. So once you share, just inform me here. I'll just upload here. US number 123, 125 are there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, then you are ready, ma'am, presentation?
Sir, not able to hear you.
Presentation prepare ಆಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
ಇಲ್ಲ
Sir,
ಸರ್
I
ಇನ್ನ
shared, sir.
ಇನ್ನೊಂಚೂರು ಇದೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Okay.
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್
No problem, no problem. See, those who are
Okay,
prepared, they can give no problem. One presentation. Yeah, I'll just share it here. Shriyari,
Yes, sir.
prepared?
Sir, little bit is left out, sir. So next class can I do, sir?
Okay, fine, no problem.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sushmita?
Sir, next class ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ sir.
Okay, pa. Vaibhav? $132 years in, not there? Okay, 143, Yashwant? Shobita?
Sir, even I will do in the next class, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, everyone get prepared, okay? So maybe if you want to do today afternoon, they can proceed. Others, by this week, you have to finish it off. So we'll allot other standards also. Yeah, is it visible, yeah? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Also just share the PPT here. I will just upload you. Yeah, is it visible, Ruchita?
Yes, sir.
Just one side, I will just maximize this. Screen ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can proceed. Yeah. You
No,
can
sir.
start presenting, Ruchita.
Not able to see, sir.
Share ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ?
No, sir.
Just check out now. Visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Proceed.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ruchita VA, from C section, DBIT. Today, I'm going to explain encoders and priority encoders. First, let's go for encoders. First, we know the meaning of encoders. An encoder is a digital circuit that performs the inverse of operation of the decoder. It performs the inverse operation of the decoder. It has the 2 input lines and n output lines. In encoder, the output line generates the binary code 2 to the power of n data inputs corresponding to the input value. So, as the figure shows structure of the encoder circuit, as shown in this, decoded information is presented in the 2 to the power of n data inputs and the possible outputs. We can get the n possible times of outputs. The next.
Yeah.
So let's go for the 4:2 encoder. This is the structure of the 4:2, symbol of the logical symbol of the 4:2 encoder. It consists of 4 inputs Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0 and 2 outputs, that is A1 and A0. At any time on one of these 4 inputs can be 1 in order to get the respective binary code at the output. Next, we can go for the truth table of the 4:2 encoder. There are 4 inputs and the 2 outputs. Y1, Y2, Y1, Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0. First, 0, 0, 0, 1, the output gives the 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 0, the output gives the 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, the output gives the 1 and 0. Next, Y3, 1, 0, 0, 0, the output gives the 1, 1. So, the logical expression of the A1 is equal to Y3 plus Y2. A1 in Y3.
You want next slide here?
No, sir.
Okay.
A1 is equal to Y3 plus Y2. A0 is equal to Y3 plus Y1. We can go for the Boolean function. A1 and A0 can be implemented using 2 input OR gates. Y3, Y2, Y1. Y3 and Y2 is connected to OR gate. That is the expression of the A1. And A0 is equal to Y3 and Y1. Next, we can go for the priority encoder. Priority encoder is an encoder circuit that indicates the priority function. In priority encoder, if there are 2 or more inputs are equal to 1, at the same time that having the highest priority will take precedence. It gives the highest priority will give the precedence. Next, we go for the truth table for the 4-bit priority encoder. There are 4 inputs and 2 outputs, D3, D0, D1, D2, D3. Whereas D3 inputs with highest priority and D0 inputs with lowest priority. When D3 input is high, output is 1, 1. D2 has the next priority. When D3 is equal to 0, D2 is equal to 1. Regardless of other 2 lowest input in priority, output is 1, 0. If it gives 0, 0, 0, 0, XY gives XX only. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0 output gives 0, 0. If it gives D1, 1, the lowest priority is X. will be X, and the highest priority will be 0, 0. Then output gives the 0, 1. And if it gives D2 1, the lowest priority becomes XX and D3 becomes 0. The output will be 1, 0. And if it gives D3 1, the all lowest priority will be XXX and the output will be 1, 1, 1. That D1 is generated only if highest priority input is 0. So next, let's go for the K-map simplification. Okay, we have to present the K-map simplification with the if we give 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, D naught, we have to take D naught, D1 and D2, D3. If we take D2 and D3 as a 1, the all row and the column will be 1, 1, 1 only. So we have to mark that one. We have 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. We have taken D2 and D3 as 1 in Y1. And in Y0 also we have to take D1, 1 and D2, D3 as D2, D3 as 1. Then the whole column and row will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 only. We have to mark, and the expression will be Y1 is equal to D3 plus D2 and Y0 is equal to D3 plus D2 bar into D1. The logic diagram will be, we have to connect with the XOR gate and gate plus OR gate. A0 will be, means Y1 will be D3 plus D2. A1, we have to connect with D3 and D2, and Y0 D3 plus D2 bar and the D1. First D2 bar and D1 is connected to AND gate, then it will connected to OR gate. It will give the output as the A0. Next, I have to go for the 8:3 line priority encoder or IC74LS148. It's the logical symbol of IC74LS148. There are 8 input lines and 1 enable input line. Both input and output lines are set to active low for the device. The output group select GS goes low to indicate that one of the input has been activated, and enable output E0 goes low to indicate that none of the priority input have been activated, and enable input E1 goes high to indicate that irrespective of the input or the output goes to high logic state. And next go for the truth table. There are 8 inputs and 8 inputs and 4 outputs. First, we have to give the XXXX. Then we get the output as 4111. Next 11111. We have get the input output as the 1110. Next XXX. We have to give 0 for the 7. Then we get the output as 0001. Next we have to give 7, 1 and 6, 0 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 as XXS. We have get the output as 00101. Next we have to give 7, 6, 1 and 5 as 0. We have get the output as 01001. Next 7, 6, 5 as 1 and 4 as 0. Get the output as 01101. Next 7, 6, 5, 4 as 1 and 3 as 0. We get the output as 10001. Next 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 as 1 and 2, 0. We get the output as 10101. Next 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2 as 1 and 1 as 0. We get the output as 11011. Let's go for one example of the priority encoder. Design priority encoder for a system with 3 inputs. The middle bit with highest priority encoding to 10. The MSB bit with next priority encoding to 11. while the LSB with least priority encoding to 0, 1. First, we have to go for the truth table with the 3 inputs and 2 outputs. 0, 0, 0, we get the output as the 0, 0. If we gives D2, D1, D0, D2, D1 as 0 and D0 as 1, we get the output as 0, 1. That is the LSB bit. And if we gives D1, D0, D1, D1 as 1 and D2, we can get it as X or 1, X or 0 or D0 as, right as X. We get the output as 1, 0. Then next we go to D2 as 1, D1 as 0. We can write the lowest bit as X. We can get the output as 1, 1. That is the MSB bit. Then we can simplify it in the K-mass simplification. D2 and D1, D0. We have to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and D2 as 0, 1. We have to mark, if we take Y1, there 1, D1 as 1 and D2 as 1. We have to mark D1 and D2 as 1. We get the expression as Y1 is equal to D2 plus D1. And in the next Y0, D0 as 1 and D2 as 1. We have to mark and we get the expression as D2 plus D1 bar into D0. We have to draw it in the logic diagram. Y1 is equal to D2 plus D1 connected to OR gate. Then next Y0 as D1 bar and D0 is connected to AND gate and D2 together we have to connect it with the OR gate. We can get the expression as Y0. Next, we go for the applications of the encoder. Encoders are used to convert data from one form to another. And then they are frequently used in the communication system that is such as telecommunication networking, etc. They are used in telecommunication networking to transfer the data from one end to the other end. And the encoders are used to speed synchronization of multiple motors in industries and used in warfield flying robot with a night vision flying camera and used in robotic vehicle with metal detector and used in automatic wireless health monitoring systems in hospitals for patients and in secret code enabled secure communication using RF technology and in home automatic system. Then next go for the applications of the priority encoders as used to reduce the number of bytes needed in a particular circuits or application that have multiple inputs. For example, we have to assume the microcomputer needs 104 keys to standard QWERTY keyboard, where only one key would be pressed, either high or low at one time. So we can get the multiple inputs. Then used in magnetic positional control and to reduce the number of connections required in a particular application in which there are multiple inputs are present. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity to present.
Good, Ruchita. One small change here. Whenever you talk about applications, no, you have mentioned applications very nicely. So if you add the picture of this, no, it looks more like a proof
Okay.
that what all things you are told, no. If you show it, it's
Yes,
there,
sir.
it's available. Pictures are available. So from
Yes,
next
sir,
time
I love
onwards, it's applied to others also. Okay. See, whenever you talk about application, if you explain the application with a diagram, so it looks like real-time applications already implemented and how it is applicable for our technology using our encoder decoder. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Rashmi, yours also shared, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
Visible here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, continue.
Good morning. My name is Rashmi S. And today my topic is about D-latch. Let me explain the difference between the latch and the flip-flop. Latch. The building blocks of the sequential circuit are built using the logic gates. But in the flip-flop, the building blocks of sequential circuits are built using the latches. Whereas in latch, which checks the input continuously and changes the output correspondingly. But in the flip-flop, same thing will occur, that is, which checks the input continuously and changes output, but in a corresponding manner only with the clock signal. Then latch, sensitive to the input switch and is capable of transmitting the data as long as the switch is in on state. In the flip-flop, as sensitive to the clock signal and the output will not change until a change occurs in the input clock signal. Latch works only with the binary inputs, but whereas flip-flop work with both binary inputs and the clock signal. Latch cannot be used as registers, whereas flip-flop can be used as a register. Latch is asynchronous, that is, which occurs which does not occur in sync, but whereas the flip-flop can occur in a sync. Latch do not have the clock signal, whereas flip-flop contains a clock signal. In the latch level triggered, as the output will only change with the change in the binary level. But flip-flop will change at the edge when the edge is triggered, as the output will change based on the positive edge or the negative edge of the clock signal. So next slide. D-latch. D-latch is used to capture or latch the logic level which is present on the data line when the clock input is high. But when the clock input falls to logic 0 or at a low state, the last state of the D input is trapped and held in the latch. This is the symbol for the D-latch. That is, latches are designed to be transparent. That is, the input signal changes causes the immediate changes in the output. The D-latch as shown here, there are two inputs, that is D and E, and the corresponding outputs are Q and Q bar. Here, E is the enable input. When the E input is 1, the Q output follows the D input. In this situation, the latch is set to be open state, and the path from the input D to the output Q is transparent. Thus, the circuit is also known as the transparent latch. But when E is 0, that is, the latch is disabled or named as closed, because the Q output retains its last value, which is independent of the D input. So next slide. This is the circuit diagram of the D-latch and the corresponding truth table. When the enable line and the data line is given to be 0 and 0, the Q and the Q bar corresponding output will be get latched. And then if the enable line and the data line is given to be 0 and 1, the Q and the Q bar will be again latched. Here, when the data line is given to be 1 and the data line is given to be 0 and the enable line is given to be 1, the Q output will be 0, whereas the Q bar output will be 1. As same, when the line and E line is given to be 1 and 1, the Q and the Q bar is obtained as 1 and 0. So next slide. These are the applications of the latches. As latch is a single bit storage element, they may be used as storage device in power gating circuits and clock. That is, since the latch is a single bit storage, the gating circuits and the clocks are used as a storage device. They may be used as a pulse latches, where they perform the same behavior like flip-flop by pulsing the clock very quickly. In asynchronous system, the D-latch are used as input or the output ports. They are widely used in the data storage and computing. To reduce the transit counts in the synchronous two-phase system, that is, data latches are used. Data latches are which is used to capture.
That's all, huh?
That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, Rashmi, good presentation. You also here, application. So try to put a pictures.
Yes,
So
sir.
that how it is applied to real world. If we see that picture, no, we will come to know a better way. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So others also, those who want to present, just make a note, everyone. So from now onwards, try to have application with the diagrams. So it will be good presentation for everyone. Okay. Yeah, good. I think afternoon, Sahana, you will do a Sahana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you will continue afternoon here.
Yes, sir. I'll do afternoon.
Okay, no problem. So others also get prepared. So we'll proceed with our next topic present in model number 3. Right. So just a minute, I'll just share the screen. Yes, screen is visible here. Is it visible? Okay, fine. So we'll proceed. See, in the last class, I think we did your flip-flops completion. I think we talked about flip-flops with respect to your SR, JK, then DT, as well as master slave and JK, as well as master slave SR also. Correct, na? So then we went through with the conversions of one flip-flop in terms of others. So this was done in the last class. We are done till there. Yes or no, yeah? I'm asking you people only. Is it done till there? Am I audible or not, yeah? Is it
Audible,
audible?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So can anyone tell me what is the difference between your normal JK to master slave JK? Normal flip-flop of JK to a master slave JK flip-flop. What is the difference? Why you went for master slave?
Because to remove toggle, toggle state.
Good. See, actually, this JK came existence because of SR flip-flop disadvantage, right? So in SR flip-flop, for 1-1 condition, we used to get an high impedance state. So that was like illegal. So whether you want to get Q as 1 means you should get complement of Q bar. But both trying to get 0 or both trying to get 1. That is what we call high impedance state. So to auto overcome this, we went for JK. We have overcome that by altering the circuit. So J and K, I think, but your set reset only. But only thing happened in JK also is what? For 1-1 condition, you're going to get. What you're going to get?
Toggle.
Toggle. Good. So for each clock pulse, there will be a switching on off. That is called toggling. So to overcome this, we went for master slave. So there was a one master JK and slave JK. In between the clock pulse, we have given inverter, right? So whenever you work with master slave, you need to check out the positive clock as well as negative clock pulse. So at this junction, there should not be any toggling. So if it is overcoming, then we can tell that your condition of JK, that is race round condition or toggling condition, using master slave, we can overcome. So that is what we went through there. So then we finished your conversions. So till here, what all topics are covered in last class. So you can expect at least for 25 marks out of 40. So remaining 10 to 15 marks. So there are two more topics left out. That is your registers and counters. Okay. So we'll be dealing with that today. So we'll start with registers first. So then we'll deal with your counter. And counter completely is not there in model number 3. Only partial counters, synchronous and ripple carry counter is there. So after that, next part of your counters is model number 4. So model number 4 is a continuation of model number 3 only. Okay. So this is what the syllabus, what they frame for you. So today we'll start with the register. So before going for register, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of register?
It stores data.
Good. So I can tell So storage element as your friend told. Good. Then what else can be done? That's all, register. Screen is visible here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so in general, register means what here? It's a storage capacity, right? So the way you're going to align to store is what the matter now. Fine. See, we have learned flip-flops individually. If I say collective or grouping operations for any counting purpose, if I consider a group of flip-flops, so that is called as a counter. I will repeat, if we consider any group of flip-flops for performing any counting purpose, they are called as counters. Okay, and using these counters, you can store the things. So you can store the things in the form of word. So that storing capacity is called as registers. So am I clear with the definition of counters and registers to everyone? So counter means, so you can perform counting operations using group of flip-flops. So maybe your D flip-flop, SR flip-flop, T flip-flop, JK flip-flop, whichever you want, we prefer it. But it should be a group of flip-flops to perform counting. So then such type is called as counters. Then using this, we can store, we can do some storage capacity, right? So that is called as registers. Is it fine here with these two difference, everyone? Am I clear?
Sir.
Yeah. So before going for some heading, you can see on the screen it is called buffer register. So before going for buffer register, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of buffer?
Yes, sir. Delay.
Delay. So you're going to use buffer as a wire mainly for delay purpose. Correct na? See, we know that as I told you earlier, out of SR, JK, T and D flip-flop, which is more preferable? Which
D.
flip-flop is more preferable?
D flip-flop, sir.
D flip-flop. Why? Why you prefer D
Because
flip-flop
it
here?
acts as a buffer register also.
Good. See, whenever we discuss with respect to other flip-flops, so there is a variation with respect to my input to output. If you give 0, you may get impedance. If you give 1, if you may get 0. So, but in case of your D flip-flop, so name itself tells delay flip-flop or data flip-flop. So using this, we can expect the same output as we are sending through an input. That is what we want, right? But only thing is happening is some delay. So that is why we prefer D flip-flop rather than other flip-flops with respect to industrial orientation. Okay, so that's why you can see maximum counters or registers are made up of D flip-flops. Okay, so now let me come to your difference between buffer and register. So you got register means storage element, correct? So buffer means it's like a wire or a delay purpose we will use, right? So if we say difference between register and buffer, just make a note, okay? So register means it's a temporary storage area. So register means, I will repeat, register means what here? Register means it's a temporary storage area which is present where? In a processor. So in the processor, if there is a temporary storage area, we are going to call it as a register. Okay. For what purpose will do register? Next part will come means it is mainly for transferring the data faster. Transferring the data faster. So we will use register as a temporary storage elements in a processor. Then what about buffer? So buffer can be also a temporary storage area, but not in your processor. It will be in the main memory. It will be in the main memory. For what purpose? For holding the data. For holding the data before using them. You want to use some data, but before using them, I need to store. I need to hold the data. So for that delay purpose, as your friend told, buffer means delay. For that purpose, we'll incorporate this logic of buffer as a temporary storage area in main memory. Am I clear with the difference with the buffer and register to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone just differentiate in brief? Buffer means what? Register means what? So that we can just glance. Register means what here? Present in. It's, see, both are temporary storage only. That is not a problem. After that, so
It
registers
is
are
to transfer data faster.
faster. Very good. Where it will does faster in the
Yes, sir.
Processor.
processor. Very good. What about buffer?
Buffer
Temporary
addition
storage
in
area present in main memory.
Main memory. So because for holding the data before using that. So it's like a delay. So you have set of data. So which one you want to use? So till then others should be keep quiet, right? So for that purpose we'll use this buffer. So is it fine here till here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now after understanding this logic, so now we can incorporate the thing which is visible on the screen for you called as buffer register. So you can see a diagram, so it's consisting of 4 D flip-flop, so connected in a simple manner. You can see. So you can see there is a inputs called A, B, C, D. So 4 inputs means there will be 4 outputs QA, QB, QC and QD. So what is the common to all? What is the common to all 4 flip-flops?
CP.
CP, nothing but clock pulse.
Clock
So
pulse.
clock pulse is common. Can anyone tell me? So what type of clock pulse is applying here?
Inverted.
Inverted means what? You have two options. One is positive edge, one is called negative edge. So which one is happening there?
Negative edge.
Very good. See, you can see that bubble there in each clock pulse. So what I'm showing arrow mark, is it visible to everyone? If that bubble was not there, then individual clock pulse, we can expect the output at what? Output at positive clock pulse. But since that bubble is there, it indicates negative clock pulse. So for every negative clock pulse, you can expect the counting operations. Is it fine? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So now if I represent that in a diagram, how it looks in general. So this paint is visible, what I wrote here. Is it visible here?
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Fine. So you can take a clock pulse. So what is the variations you should do now? You should take the negative edge, right? So this is called as negative edge. Agree? So rising edge, falling edge, that you should remember, right? So rising edge is your positive edge, falling edge is your negative edge. So this is your CP. So for this CP, so whatever the inputs you are going to give, so whatever the inputs you are going to give, so how many inputs you have there? How many inputs you found here? A, B, C, D, 4 inputs, correct? So 4 inputs means how many count you can perform?
4 counts.
Only 4 counts.
16,
Sure.
sir.
16, right? See, inputs are 4 means combinations are 16, 2 power n. That is the logic you should remember. Okay. So if I say n input, so you'll be having 2 power n outputs. So this you remember, right? So if I say 4, so you'll get 2 power 4 means 16 combinations. So what are the combinations now? It starts from 4
0,
zeros.
0.
So it ends at 4 ones. Correct? So in between you have n number of combinations. So for each this I need to get a count. So this is your ABCD input now. So if I give ABCD as 0, 0, so you can mark the input A, B, C, D here. See, whenever you analyze any counters or any register, the waveform is must. If you're able to understand the waveform, the same thing you can write in a theory. That's it. So if I say A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0. So what is the output of QA now? So this is your QA. So similarly, you'll be having QB and QC. Am I clear with this still here, everyone? Is it fine here?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me for first count, for example, 0, 0 is what you have chosen. So I should look at positive clock or negative clock.
Negative clock.
So it means the dotted line what I have marked. At this part, if all inputs are 0, so what should be the output?
0.
0 means which one? Count 0 na?
Yes, sir.
So I can mark 0, 0 for all outputs. So similarly, I will take last combination 1, 1. So for your negative pulse, assume that there was 1, 1. Then, so all ABCD were 1, 1. What is the output of this counter? It says 15, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, yeah? What is 111 indicates? The count should be
15.
what? 15. So it means I should get 15 as answer in that count pulse. So I should make all QA, QB, QC as 1111. Correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
See, understood the logic now? If you're able to plot this waveform using the truth table, then you can verify how the counting takes place. So you got the logic now? For every negative clock pulse, whatever the input is there, corresponding output will come, and that will be in terms of counting. Am I clear? Am I clear? Everyone, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So let me come back. Now look at this diagram and look at the diagram below to this. So the heading says controlled buffer register or latch. So earlier one was just a buffer register and second one is control buffer register. Can you differentiate me what is the thing you can make out? What is happening from the first diagram to second diagram?
There is a load attached to the input.
Good. So why you want load? Why you want load? And it says load / some WR. WR means what? Write operation, read operation.
Read operation.
Read operation.
Right, sir.
It's write operation. Okay. Okay. Before that, what is the symbol? You can see some symbols. This was not there earlier diagram, right? I'll just go back to the diagram. Look at here. Directly ABCD was there, but now there is something. So what is this? See here, write is there for input and read is there at the output. You can see the diagram, right? So W bar means write and read is happening at the output. What you're writing at the input that you can view in the output as read. Okay. So there is a diagram. You can see this diagram. So what type of symbol it is? Can anyone tell me what type of symbol it is? Nobody knows?
Not gate.
Not gate. Is it not gate? Okay, let me write a not gate for you. So not gate is like this. Sarina, one input, one output. Am I correct? If I write a buffer, so if I convert buffer, is it a buffer symbol? Yes or no, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So how will you get buffer actually? How will you can get buffer? Is it a combination of two inverter in series? If I connect two inverters in series, is it equal to buffer? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine till here? So you know the symbol of inverter, you know the symbol of your buffer. But what is visible there on the screen is like this. So it look like combination of these two. So there is a buffer. So for this, there is one bubble here. Is how it looks? Correct na yaar?
Yes, sir.
So this is called as tri-state buffer. I'll repeat. It is called as tri-state. So what is the meaning of tri-state?
3 output states.
3 outputs?
States.
It means 3 terminals, not outputs. Okay. So output is only one. You can expect only one output here. You can expect only one output. For example, if I take Y and if I take A as your input, then what is this pin? This pin acts like a control pin or a selection pin. Yes or no, yeah? See what was happening here? In case of your inverter, if you give 0, you will get 1. Correct? In case of buffer, if you give 0, what is output?
0.
0. So in both the conditions, what you went through, inverter and buffer, did you have any control on this, on the input output? Whatever the input you're giving, you're getting the output. Do you have any control?
No, sir.
No, sir.
There is no control, right? But look at this tri-state buffer now. If I give 0, you have to get 0. But when you will get 0? When you will get 0? When this selection pin is 1 or when this control pin is 1. Agree?
Yes, sir.
See, unless until this is not on, this switch is not on, whatever you are giving here, it won't come as an output. So are we controlling this?
Yes, sir.
This is what the difference between your first diagram to second diagram. So in the first diagram, nowhere we are controlling our count. Did you control anywhere? I am just giving clock pulse. For every negative clock pulse, whatever input is there, the corresponding count would have happened. Correct now? Is it not here? So there is no control on this type of buffer resistor. But we need to have a control, right? Whenever you want, we have to stop. Whenever you want, you have to on. In this combination, once you start till it becomes end, it is continuing, count only. Agree? Everyone agree? We got the
Yes,
difference
sir.
between the first diagram to second diagram now. You got the things what I told with respect to this tri-state. So whatever things you're going to give, they will come. See, if you give 1 here, so if your selection pin is 0, what is the output then?
No
Selection
output.
pin is 0. If input is 1, what is the output?
No output, sir.
You will get the output, but it will be in high impedance state. Correct? Huh? It doesn't know whether I have to get 0 or 1. Correct?
Yes,
That is
sir.
what the disadvantage. So this is what we are controlling here. So unless until your selection pin is 1, whatever input you are giving, it won't get as an output. So am I clear with this part to everyone? Everyone, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So this is what the difference you should be having awareness. If they ask you to differentiate between buffer resistor and control buffer resistor, so this same diagram, you just do a slight modification, put a tri-state buffer. See, tri-state buffer at input level, you are writing, at output level, you are reading. So this is the only change you need to understand. So remaining all, same procedure like earlier, counting will happen, but we have a control on this buffer resistor. So is it fine, everyone? Clear? Is it fine here?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So then we'll stop here. So we'll continue the next part in afternoon class. So if anybody else want to do presentation along with Sahana, you can. So see you next class here. So I will tell you your first year marks in afternoon class. Okay. Enter your attendance and you can leave.